Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Robb here from Southwest Florida Television. A relatively clear morning here. Temperature is 52 degrees. We're expecting a high today around 77. Absolutely beautiful. If you look closely, you can see our moon there, just in the center of the screen. Just shy of a full moon now. We are at low tide. Low tide right now. What is waiting for us out here this morning? Probably a little lower than usual, with the moon being nearly full. There are a lot of fighting conchs still on the beach. A lot of fighting conch shells up higher on the beach. This little pile of shells right here. They're in. Interesting here. What thing is that? A big? I saw a big olive shell, but it's broken over there. Gorgeous morning. I thank everybody for tuning in here. It's been a little while since the tide's been this low and we've been able to walk out onto these sandbars. Gives you a nicer perspective of the beach from out here. If you look back across the water. Quite a few people out here already this morning walking the beach, looking for shells. Taking advantage of this extra low tide this morning. There's a live cockle shell. A live cockle over here. Neat shells, the cockle shells. The cockle, that just happens to be a live one. There is a cockle in there. I love showing people this. You turn the shell on its end there and you can see use your imagination. Looks kind of like a heart. A cockle heart. Beautiful. Some people say you can see an angel there. See an angel with her wings. The cockle shell. Gorgeous out here this morning. Again, it's 52 right now. Expecting a high today of 77, 78 degrees. Maybe even a little warmer tomorrow. It's like a piece of bone there. Some type of bone. Fossilized bone. Oh, wow. Piece of a beautiful crown conch. Piece of beautiful crown conch right there. That would have been a nice find. Walking slowly to the south here, seeing if there's anything interesting washed up on the beach here. Enjoying the chance of walking out on the sandbars here. It's been a while since we've been out here. Thanks to that almost full moon, the tide's a little lower than usual. Get close there, you can see the moon right there in the center of the screen. Morning, how are you? Great. A little bit of a haze out there. Not too bad. There's a piece of an old lightning welt. See the inside of the lightning welt there. Yeah. It's kind of neat looking. And here's one of the swim buoys that washed up on the beach the other day with those big waves we were having. Pretty much high and dry now with the low tide. So how's the low tide working now? Is it paying off?
Not yet.
Not
got here.
Not yet.
It is low.
It is low this morning, man. Very low.
Wow.
Hopefully find some interesting things out here.
I'm holding her shoes.
She's
out there.
Yeah. There's a lot of people here already this morning. I was surprised. Man.
See, the buoy washed in, or that's where that's where the buoy
was there yesterday, but it was in the water.
It was in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, this moon really sucked the water out here.
Wow. Never seen it this low.
Oh, it's been lower.
Has it?
Yeah, we've had some lower tides than this.
Wow.
It's interesting. I think you're going to be able to walk out into the pass this morning.
Yeah, it looks good.
That'll be fun.
You gotta get up early to enjoy this.
You do. Let's see what the boss is doing over here. Ooh. Big sand dollar sitting over here. Big sand dollar sitting up on the sandbar. They're so neat. The sand dollars. What are you finding out there? Nothing.
This would have been a beautiful one. If it was one.
Oh, if it was a shark's tooth, yeah.
Yeah, but look at that shape.
I know,
You got
it's so
everything
deceiving.
there. Isn't that
So
sweet?
deceiving.
I mean, that would have been a really big one, but
It would have been.
oh well.
But oh well, back to the water. I think it's going to be better up, further up for you.
Oh, I have fun anyway.
Yeah.
I just had to get out here.
Yep.
It's so far out. The tide is
It's
so
fun
high.
being out here at low tide, isn't it?
Oh,
It's just
really,
amazing.
Really, really good. I'm home again last night. Figure out how to get back in.
Yeah. It's beautiful out here.
Oh, it is.
Just keep walking down the beach. Hopefully we'll find something that somebody missed. You never know out here. Each little wave comes something new out here. I did see Roy's car in the parking lot, so we'll catch up with him a little bit later. See how he's doing. I'm sure he'll have that big smile on his face again for us this morning. Boy, there are a lot of people starting to show up here. A lot of people looking for some shells, wanting to take advantage of this low tide out here this morning. It's amazing. Look at that. Look at all that beach we have right now. That's something. Every morning, every single morning, it is just so different. You never know what to expect. You never know what it's going to look like when you come out here. Let's start walking up the beach. See Mike up there looking for shark's teeth. Hey, if you enjoy these morning walks, please hit that share button. Facebook is being stingy now about getting your posts out. They're limiting the number of people that can see your posts. So the best way to get your posts out and get information out is by sharing things you like. It's gorgeous though out here this morning. Surprised I'm not seeing more sand dollars out here on these sandbars. A lot of times some really nice little shells get caught up in these little pools here, these little tidal pools. Not seeing too much of anything. That can all change in an instant, as you know. sinking down into the sand along here. Just, it's so soft. Seen a lot of conch shells, a lot of fighting conchs out here. A lot of them buried in the sand, like this one here. A lot of them buried with fighting conchs. Some clouds moving in. It's supposed to be nice and clear this morning. No clouds till this afternoon, but darn it, they're rolling in early. They said it was going to be a very clear morning. A lot of little worm shells here. A lot of little wormy tips. Tide's just coming in, starting to cover them all up. Starting to pull all the little shells back out into the water. But a lot of little worm shells here. There's a little murex. Ah, la da da, I got a murex. Always usually get a murex. And right next to it, a little shark eye. Not going, oh, it's got the blue eye. It looks like a Paul Newman. A little shark eye on the right, an apple murex there on the left. Awesome. Not real big shells, but still nice shells. Something to put in my pocket. And a little olive shell. Another little murex. Ah, broken murex. A little short, pudgy olive shell. A little olive. Another nice little olive shell over here. Yeah, such interesting patterns on them, the olive shells. They're so cool. Olive shell. You can see a little baby moon. Little broken baby moon shell. little slipper shell down here. The slipper shell. Flip it over. Use your imagination. It looks like a little slipper. It's beautiful out here. The sun has gone behind the clouds. As you can see, it's a pretty low tide out here. If you're new to these beach walks, make sure you introduce yourself to the group here. Let everybody know where you're watching from. Everybody likes to share the temperature, it seems, from where they're watching from. Down here it's probably about 54 degrees now. It's going to be really nice this afternoon. I'm sure up in the mid-70s. Pretty flat out there. If any dolphins come by, we should be able to see them here, but they're going to be a little further out because the water is so shallow right now. Oh, there's another nice sand dollar. Another nice sand dollar down here. There's two of them that I picked up this morning now. That's the second one. Be really careful with these. They're so fragile. That's a nice one. Really limits my bending over when I put those in my pocket now. Gotta be really careful. What, did you watch our video from yesterday? Watch the beach walk? Watch it on YouTube. Much better quality usually than on Facebook, the replays. That is great. Roy playing his harmonica. We got to meet several of our friends from other parts of the country and world here yesterday. Some of our followers. That was neat. Two of our friends from Germany actually were out on the beach and sang a song with Roy. That was kind of neat. Joined Roy in his song. That's a turkey wing. A turkey wing shell. I just noticed as I was walking by here. Kind of obvious why they would call that a turkey wing, isn't it? But yeah, check yesterday's video out. Just look for a picture of Roy's smiling face and click on the link to YouTube to watch it. Another nice little olive shell. Usually when you find these olive shells on the beach, they're missing the tip of them. That's a nice one there. You can find some bigger than this. Just always want to make sure there's nothing alive inside any shell you pick up. You don't want to bring home live shells. Leave them at the beach. There's plenty of shells out here without any critters inside of them to take home as souvenirs. I've heard stories of people finding some really nice shells with hermit crabs living in them. And they've actually taken the shell and found another shell and put the hermit crab in the other shell so they could take that one nice shell home. I don't know how you can coax somebody to move out of their house, but I've heard it's been done. One of our seagull friends over here. Boy, look at the clouds. They've just started rolling in. Just like that. Went from no clouds to clouds. Just in a matter of minutes. Beautiful, beautiful with the clouds. Amazing how quick things change down here in Southwest Florida. Beautiful conch shells out here this morning. I gotta be really careful. I got two nice sand dollars in my pocket and I don't want to break them, so I gotta be real careful bending over. That's a nice looking little nice point on the end. Florida fighting conch. As most of you know, I don't get paid to come out here and do this. I love coming out here and sharing our beaches with you. Sharing this natural beauty. We've seen some really cool things out here. Really cool things. We've seen beautiful things, interesting things. Some scary things like sharks, big stingrays, beautiful dolphins. We've also seen some sad things out here, unfortunately. Thanks to the red tide. All summer here. We couldn't get away from the red tide. It just wouldn't leave us alone. So much of our marine life is washing up on the beaches dead. It's horrible this summer here. All the fish and crabs, sadly dolphins and manatees, sea turtles. It was heartbreaking to see all that death on our beaches. Big pen shell down there in the sand, a pen shell. When it's low tide like this, there's so much area to cover. I walk back and forth, out onto the sandbars, back up onto the beach. So many little nooks and crannies that shells can get stuck in. There's a little sunlight out here now hitting the beach. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Sun's just kind of playing peekaboo behind those clouds there. Teasing us. Comes out and then goes back behind the clouds. I was hoping to see that big metal bin, that big steel bin that's buried up here that you hear Roy talk about every once in a while. We were talking about it yesterday. I think it's viewable right now if I get up there in time before the tide comes back in.
Sand dollars out here.
Yeah.
There's a big one. I keep throwing them back. I don't want to die. They're living, aren't they?
They're too hard to carry. I got a couple in my pocket now. It's like now I can't bend over.
Yeah, yeah. Michael got a nice tooth.
A tooth?
Yeah, really nice one. I got a little bitty, right after I saw you, I picked
Ah.
it up. A little one, but a nice shape. But he's got a nice one. Yeah.
Lucky him.
Yeah, it's a good shape too. It's very different. It's not the flat type. It's more of the rounded type.
Ah.
It's interesting. It's got this pop.
Where do you find it? Right out in here?
Yeah, just a little bit ago.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, Mike found a nice shark's tooth.
Big deal.
Oh, yeah?
Fine teeth. I find the teeth. You find the glass.
Ah.
Boy, great job.
You get one?
No, but it's a really interesting color. Most of the scallops are different. Look at the grays in that.
Yep.
Isn't that one pretty?
Yep. There's some crazy colored
Yeah.
little scallops out
Yeah,
here.
they really are. I like these. Love the scallops. This one's really pretty. A little different. Lots of cool stuff out here.
Oh, yeah. All these rocks. Yep. So many rocks out here. I want to see that shark tooth that Mike found. Michael. I heard you found something nice.
I found a little one, I found a larger one.
She said you're boasting about your find.
Let's see if I can find hers. Two little ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That little one's hers.
The little one's hers.
Oh well, that's more than I have. 2 shark's teeth this morning.
Yeah.
Wow, neat. Any neat fossils yet?
No.
Really?
Last year was the fossil year. This year,
Man, I would have thought with all these rocks out here.
I mean, I found a couple, but nothing worth,
that one you had yesterday was pretty.
Oh,
cool.
that was a good one.
That was a real good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
But so far, no.
Huh.
Keep on looking, though.
Oh yeah. I want to get up here before the tide starts coming back in.
There's that piece of metal you said.
It's out of the water
Yeah.
today. Yep. I want to go check that out. Kind of surprising that there's not more shells out here with this low tide. But then again, there have been quite a few people out here already this morning shelling, so it could have beat us to it. And there's some neat little things out here, but not those little treasures that I like collecting. I'm happy I got 2 nice little sand dollars and 1 little moon shell and 1 little apple murex. That's better than nothing. And there are a lot of nice shells out here, don't get me wrong. There's always something out here to pick up. Fighting conchs everywhere. All different size conchs. Here's a small fighting conch shell. Hey, good morning everyone. All of you just tuning in. Make sure you introduce yourself to the group. Let everybody know where you're watching from. Little lightning whelk. Piece of a lightning whelk, an old lightning whelk. The gimbal this gimbal has a mind of its own here. I got 2 different gimbals. The one I'm using right now, I can follow fast-moving objects better with it. But the other one I have does a much better job at steadying the camera and keeping it level. This one just kind of flips out on its own every once in a while. Gorgeous out here. I wish that sun would peek out. See Roy sitting up there on the bench up there. I don't know if you can see his red jacket up there. Sitting up there with one of our friends. We'll go check in with Roy in a little bit here. I was really curious to see what things look like up towards Wiggins Pass here this morning. And I did want to give you a look at something interesting over here. There's this big piece of steel that Roy is always just fascinated with. It's sunken down into the sand, but rarely do you get to see it uncovered here. I'm probably gonna get pretty wet. I'm in blue jeans here. I'm gonna get my jeans soaked cutting across here most likely, but I want to get a quick look at this thing. See how deep the water gets here. Well, it's not up to my knees yet, thankfully. Boy, a lot of cockle shells out here, that's for sure. A lot of cockles out on this little sandbar. A lot of cockle shells. These live cockle shells down here. See a lot of broken sand dollars. But a lot of these live cockles out here with their little cockle heart. Some people say they can see angel wings there if you look close. The cockle shells, there's quite a few out here on the sample. The reason I came out here, that's a big gull there. There's a big seagull right there. Look at all the little cockles. See all these little bumps out here? All cockle shells. Lots. I'm seeing broken sand dollars, not whole sand dollars out here. There's a broken one down there. I'm guessing if you come out a little further into the water, there will be more sand dollars. But lots, all broken ones though, all broken ones. Those waves were pretty big last week, earlier this week. Or when was that, Saturday? Saturday when the waves were big. Well, this is that big hunk of metal. It's been sitting out here forever. I can get a look at it out here. A lot of times you just see that little corner of it sticking up out of the water. People always wondering what it is, but it's really sunken down into the sand and it weighs a ton. It is really, really heavy. I'll snap a photo of it here, bear with me. So now you know what it is. Wherever referring to that little piece of metal you'll see sticking out of the water here, that's the rest of it right there. It's up in Area 5. Gorgeous as we look back to the beach here. Absolutely beautiful. Here's a cockle out of its shell. You can see its little siphon tube if you look close down here. You can see its little siphon tube sticking out. A live cockle. It's kind of cool, huh? Just watching it getting moved around by the water, blowing bubbles for us. See if I can find another one that's sticking out of its shell. Maybe you can see its foot. Yeah, they're just all kind of bobbling around in the waves here. There's a lot of them out here though. All those little bumps are cockle shells out here. They'll be underwater soon. The tide's gonna be coming in fast here. I'm gonna get soaked here as I cut back to the beach. It's kind of deep. Oh well, it's worth it. I love taking you out here on my little expeditions. Little beachcombing adventures. That's one way to wash your blue jeans, is wear them out into the Gulf of Mexico. That always thrills my wife. I bring home, when I come home soaking wet, traipsing through the house. Boy, some absolutely gorgeous conch shells out here this morning. I've seen some really nice patterns on them. Look at that one. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful, that fighting conch. Gorgeous. Admiring the clouds here. Lots of them out here today.
Isn't it? Yeah.
There's some really nice ones.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
Let me show everybody that one. Is that your, is it, you just have one so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah. It's
so
it's all completely there.
That is beautiful. That is a perfect one there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so neat how different they look after,
It really,
once you take them home and dry them out.
It really
I think
is.
they look nicer like this.
I do too, yeah, yeah. I mean, I know some people, they bleach them and it makes them go completely white, right?
And then it loses all that pattern.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at all the pattern in it, right?
That is a nice one.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Better hurry up and beat me up there.
Lucky
You better
find.
get up there before I do. Looks like we can get around the trees here still this morning.
Good. I found one too. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Full one?
Yeah. Yeah, there was another one back there, but I didn't want to take it. I think there was half alive, half dead.
Oh, sadly, they're all dead. Sadly. Well, there's a little bit of beach here. We can get around the trees this morning. That's cool. Well, that was a beautiful sand dollar. That was just about perfect. Entire sand dollar. Very seldom do we get to walk along here. Good morning. We'll catch up with Roy here in a little while. I've got an idea of things to talk about with him. I think we're gonna talk about each chapter in that little booklet he wrote. We'll just go through it chapter by chapter each morning. Friend Steve there looking for buried treasure. One of these days he's just going to disappear because he found a buried treasure chest. down there. What?
Fishing sinker.
A fishing sinker. What a treasure.
Yeah, there's lots of those out
I'm
here.
waiting for that treasure chest.
Be full of sinkers.
Yeah. He's found some interesting things out here. Well, everybody has. Well, lots. I didn't see him. 3 were out there. Darn it.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
I was probably out screwing around by that piece of metal out there. How you
Yeah.
doing on the shelling?
You know what? It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was low tide and you had shells here and then you had shells there, and then I'm trying to keep my eye for the dolphins.
A lot of area to cover.
A lot of area. So how
Darn.
about yourself?
Which way were they going? South?
That way. So I was even telling Roy, I said, Rob's going to be happy. He's going to see the 3 dolphins.
And I didn't. I was doing something else. Take it easy. It's still good to know the dolphins are out there, though. Darn it. That's what happens. I get wrapped up doing something else here, and they sneak past me. They must not have come in close. It's probably when I was out screwing around by that piece of metal out there is when the dolphins came by. Darn it. Not very sunny out. A lot of clouds behind us to the east. Now starting to roll out into the Gulf. The sandbar out there in the pass. Wow. How could people walk by this? Like 6 people just walked by this Murex shell. It's a little chipped up, I guess. Little apple Murex. I'm gonna toss it up higher on the beach for somebody else. Ooh, a little sunshine peeking out here. Sunshine does not last long. It comes out and it's gone in the blink of an eye. Darn. A lot of folks have been out shelling this morning, that's for sure. They have scoured the shallows here. This is Wiggins Pass at a very, very low tide. Standing next to one of the idle markers. There's a nice little picture looking back there. Come around this sign and see a pelican sitting up there. I also want to walk out a little further. And look back down the beach from out here. That's always fun to do. Take advantage of the opportunity to come out here and look back at the beach. Too bad it's not sunny though. That sun is just really socked in behind those clouds. Oh, darn it. Wanted to get a shot of the pelican. He was sitting right up here and he took off. Darn it. Flew across the pass. Our little pelican friends over here. Just chilling. See if we can see his eye. The eye of the pelican. I see ya. Well, it's probably time to turn around and start walking back down the beach and see what our friend Roy is up to. See if he's got anything interesting for us this morning, or if we find something to chat about with him. I do have an idea, some things to talk to him about. But I think you're going to want to stick around for that, for sure. Anything else?
Just a piece
A nice piece of coral. That's nice. That's a nice piece of coral. Yeah. Nice. 2 shark's teeth, a nice piece of coral.
Yeah. Not a bad day.
The opportunity to be out here at the beach.
That's right.
That's the best part. Yeah. No matter what, we get to come out here no matter what we find.
Did you see that?
What is that?
I don't know. It's living.
It is?
Soft.
It's a dolphin embryo.
You really think so?
That is a dolphin embryo.
No.
Yep.
Yes.
That is
You
a
think?
dolphin embryo. Turn it on this side. I'm almost 100% sure that's a baby dolphin. A dolphin embryo would have washed up on the beach. How sad.
Oh my.
I really think that is a dolphin embryo.
I've never seen anything like
You
it.
can see it looks like the flipper over here.
Yep.
Flippers here. I think that might be what that is. I'm gonna find out from a friend. It's hard to tell.
Oh, it's got 2 little points.
Or is it a snail?
There's 2 little points
So that's
sticking
a
up on the
snail.
top.
That's a big snail. Thank goodness for that.
Yep.
A slug.
See the points sticking
Yep.
up on the top?
That is a slug. Thank God for that.
Oh.
It's just out of its shell. Yeah, that's a big sea slug.
Oh, can you see the little point? Yes, that
Yep,
that
that's
would
its
be
little
the
antennas.
right. Okay.
Thank goodness. I was like freaking out. That would have been horrible.
You absolutely right. Okay, it can be a snail.
Yep,
Slug.
some kind of
I'll-
slug.
I'll go
Slug
with
or
that.
snail.
Yep, I'll
Wow.
go with that.
That is whatever it is ugly looking though.
There was another one of something down over there, and it was actually still alive. We kicked it back in, and it was kind of wiggling
That's probably
around in
still
the water.
alive. I'm guessing that's alive.
Well, shall we? I'll put
Yeah,
it back in.
probably toss it.
All right, here we go. Let's,
I found one.
found something. Okay, here we go.
Found something.
Here we go.
Ugly thing. God, I'm glad it wasn't a little dolphin. It just had that round nose, you know,
Yeah,
and
it
everything.
did look it.
And it looked
It
like little
certainly did.
flippers. Thank God that wasn't a dolphin.
Yes, I
Yeah.
saved the world. Another slug lives
Yeah,
again.
that slug lives on. Phew, I'm glad that wasn't a dolphin. It looked like a little dolphin embryo just when we first started looking at it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'm happy about that. That's the last thing I want to see is a little dead dolphin. Look at that, beautiful now with the sun up. Sun up, and the sun's gone. Just like that. Just not gonna get Any great pictures this morning. Didn't really find a whole bunch of shells out here either. A couple nice little olives, a few sand dollars, one little moon shell, one little murex shell. Nothing. How's your walk going?
Good.
Find some good stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple little ones, but
Oh, you've really?
I didn't. I mean, people picking them up
Oh.
and showing them to me, but
She found a nice one.
oh yeah?
Yep.
Like,
No, I mean it's
I really would have thought there'd have been a lot more stuff out here. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
beauty though. That is
it's a color.
the
color's
col-
really
oh, that
pretty.
color is
Yeah.
nice. Yep.
Bill
That is a
found
nice
one just a second ago when he was walking with us. It was in the water and it was really old.
Just now?
Yeah, just down there.
I haven't seen Bill for a while.
Yeah, he's down there today. And,
How you-
and it's old. It's
Wow.
pretty. I mean, I love it.
How are you
but
guys
it's that
feeling?
old.
You all better now?
Yeah, get better.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's no wonder you come out here in shorts when it's 40 degrees. What do you expect? Come on.
He's
that
bundled up
sea
today.
air.
He's got a t-shirt
I got a t-shirt
on.
on. at least.
Oh, you're cheating. See you later.
Hey, Rob.
Look at this big piece of coral down here. Huge piece of coral. This is the base of a big piece of coral. Look at the size of that thing. Wow. Wow, wow. Well, I gotta get down here and talk to Roy. Mother Nature's not gonna cooperate with the sunshine. I wanna move on down here while I can still get around the trees. Morning. Give you a quick peek back up towards Wiggins Pass here. Little sunlight, a little bit of light. That tide's coming in fast. Coming in fast. We're up in the north end of Delmar Wiggins Pass State Park, up in Area 5. Just walking around all of the trees that were knocked over in September of 2017 by Hurricane Irma. It really made a mess of things here in Naples. There's still houses needing roof repairs. Morning, guys. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Great. Find anything interesting?
Not really.
Not really. No
Just
sharks.
enjoying the day. It's a beautiful day. How
It
can you
is.
go wrong? And the tide is really phenomenally.
Oh, it was so low this morning. Just incredible.
Yeah.
A lot of people out here
of-
shelling. A
yeah,
lot of them
everybody.
looking for shark's teeth.
Yeah, I'm still looking for the shot.
Yeah, they found a lot of them this morning. Everybody but me.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we found them, didn't you?
We're the only three guys that don't find them.
You gotta have a special eye or something.
That's
You can
it.
fool 'em, but they're not working on
I think
the shot.
it's after you find your first one, I think then it gets easier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pick up on it.
Yep. Well, good luck.
All right. Take care.
Have a good one. There. When we walked up here earlier this morning, if you were watching, you might remember we walked out onto a sandbar and looked at that big piece of steel out in the water that Roy is always talking about. Well, look at that. It's almost submerged already. That's all you can see of it right now. Pretty soon it'll be underwater. I'm glad I walked out there when I did. Wasn't that long ago. There are a lot of folks out here shelling this morning. It was a super low tide this morning. A lot of people came out to take advantage of it. It's probably one of the reasons we didn't find a lot of shells during our walk this morning. But all those sandbars we were walking on earlier this morning are already underwater. Curious little seagull. Checking this out. Still up in Area 5 here. All right. Gonna go check in with Roy here. Bill's up there with him. The sun just keeps peeking in and out, in and out. Roy and Bill up here at the bench. When she comes, having a hoedown.
When she comes. He's in a good mood today.
Pa's in a good mood.
When she comes, hey!
What you doing on this bench? Every time I see you,
he
you're on
said
a
it-
different
He
bench.
said this one's warm.
This bench is
Now
warm.
we got sunshine coming here. Nice view.
I heard you found a nice shark's tooth, an old one this morning.
Yeah, but we missed part of it.
Oh, they were just off to
Oh.
Disneyland.
That's a really old guy,
Wow.
but we missed the other part.
Is that where you were, Disneyland?
Yeah, we
Disney
were up
World
at
or
Disney World. Yeah.
Disney World?
Yeah, we were up there for 4 days. Oh man, what a great time.
This ledge just got me.
Yeah, look.
I can't back up here.
Looks
No,
like
we
you
had a
went
great
out to
time.
sea.
Oh my
Yeah?
God. All
Was
you
it
need is
crowded?
Oh crap! In the morning, they're just charging in. It's unbelievable. The new part, Avatar. Oh my God! They spent $2 billion building it.
Wow.
Rob, you got to see. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Absolutely unreal.
What is it, like all holograms or like virtual
Well,
reality?
if you ever seen the movie, you know they have these the flying banshees and stuff. They lock you into this thing and they lock your legs and it's all virtual reality, and you're flying on a banshee. Oh my crap! I've never seen anything like it.
What are you flying on this?
Yeah, you got to see the movie.
Well, you
Avatar.
feel like you're flying.
Yeah, you're not,
So-
but you really feel like you're flying.
I mean, it doesn't move. You think it's really moving a lot, but when you
and
watch
then there's
them,
guys next to you and they're trying to crash it.
Oh, really?
It's crazy.
Wow.
Avatar, that area in the animal kingdom,
so you definitely recommend it.
big time,
Wow.
big time. That's all you need
And
is
he
a
said he
shitload of
had
money and you're all
fake
set.
animals jumping around. They seem like real animals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they have the river journey through there and the animals are coming down. And
I have not been to Disney World in ages.
Oh, it's changed so much.
I'm just not a big crowd person, but
Well, you don't want to be there then.
but you got to go on the rides. So.
We got on the ride. You can buy you can get a fast pass. You can order in advance, and that guarantees you're going to get in to the shows or something. But I tell you, the people, oh my God! In the morning, they open the gates and they start running.
Oh my
Because
Lord!
they want to go to the certain thing. I mean,
Right.
running. Ladies with their baby carriages that run.
Oh,
People are
man.
they're nuts.
Surprised it's like a stampede.
It is in the morning. It's a stampede,
Oh man!
and they open it up like 10 minutes early, so you can get it. It's just crazy.
So I guess the big question is, how much does it cost to get in now?
Well, it's about $125 a day each park. But you
Wow.
can, if you're a Florida resident, you can get like a 3-day pass for like $170.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's cheap.
Yep. And
It's worth it.
Don't stay right there. Stay off.
Oh no, you don't stay on the park.
Stay in
I guess,
Kissimmee
no.
or something. I don't know.
No, like we stood at Country Inn and Suites, which is like 10 minutes away.
Yep.
And then we went over to Universal, which was really nice. City Walk. Gave Jimmy Buffett some business at
Oh yeah, that's neat. All
Margaritaville.
the impersonators.
Yeah,
and,
Margaritaville. That was fun.
Yep.
We had fun.
That's a fun place. Yep. Well, that's a good commercial for Orlando, Bill.
There you go.
You should be a tour guide.
All you need is money.
There you go. Lots of it.
$7 hamburgers. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah, $7 hamburger.
what a deal! $7.
Roy, what are they putting crab on it?
Did you bring us any back?
They put crab meat on the hamburger.
No, they
Oh,
don't.
there you go. That'd raise it up to $70.
That'd be $27.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah, Mr.
Oh.
Roy's happy.
So you went for a boat trip too, huh?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Oh, a boat trip.
Yeah, we did a boat ride too, just a short one.
Nice.
We had a lot of fun.
Where'd that go out?
Out into, we went over to Cocoa and went out there for it was like a 6-hour thing.
Wow.
Something to do. Four interesting days.
Did it go along the intercoastal up there?
Yeah, it goes along the intercoastal, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of history up there
Yeah,
too.
we had a lot of fun though. It was a good time.
I was wondering where you were at. I
Yeah.
thought you deserted us.
We haven't deserted you. Not till April anyway.
Oh, okay.
No, we had a great time.
So, Roy.
Roy's doing
Oh, you're
good.
changing hats finally.
Well,
Yeah.
the sun coming
Taking
out.
the old rat skin hat off. And
Yeah.
Doing good.
Gonna need to learn a couple new tunes for us.
Yeah.
What
When
was
she
that?
comes, coming around the mountain,
What was that?
wasn't it?
La 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 la
No?
la la la. I don't know.
I think that was
la,
a new
la.
tune. I never heard it before.
La, la. Oh,
What
boy.
was that one, Roy? was that one?
Sounds familiar. What the heck was it?
La 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 la
He goes,
la la.
but
It just, music just spills out of them.
La 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 la. I don't know. It's something.
yeah, something.
Sounds familiar. We know that one. That's his Coral Bells.
You recognize that one?
Oh yeah, that's one of your standards there, the Coral Bells.
Yeah, white
Yep.
coral bells along the garden walk.
How about your Irish Lullaby? That's always a nice one. People like that. Nice. Well,
Mr. Roy, he's doing good.
he is, isn't he?
He's doing good for a young
Well, I
guy.
don't know about
94
that.
and still
94.
ticking. He's like the Energizer Bunny.
That bunny, he
He
just keeps going.
on, keeps on going.
He keeps on going. Watch out for your rat there.
So Roy, I've been thinking about some things that we could talk about,
Yeah,
and I was thinking,
I got a few thoughts too.
you do?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to just talk each morning, go right down the order of the chapters in your book and talk about each of those
Oh, really?
subjects.
That's a thought.
And then, plus, hopefully it'll increase the book sales for you. Kill two birds with one stone.
Oh, that's a thought.
Share some
Yeah, we
wisdom
could
and sell
discuss
some
the
more of those
chapters.
books.
What do you think, Roy?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So first, let's hear what one of the thoughts you had for me
Well,
this
I
morning.
think the thought for the morning is laughter.
Laughter.
Laughter is marvelous. When you laugh, you feel wonderful. And a big, big laugh is just glorious. Even a little chuckle is worthwhile. So laughter makes you feel good, and it's healthy and happy, and it's just the greatest thing in the
I
world.
say it's
So-
good exercise for your face, smiling and laughing.
You got to have humor in life. You got to enjoy the journey and
That's
see the
it.
humor in things.
That's his famous saying.
Even
Enjoy
when
the
something
journey.
bad happens, you kind of search around and find some humor in the unfortunate situation, and if you have a good laugh over it, then you feel good about it, even
That's
though
right.
it's a bad deal.
That's good advice.
So laughter is you find joy in laughter and all of life. There's humor in life. You have good times with friends. You laugh with them and talk
Yeah.
with them. And
When you screw something up, instead of getting upset, laugh
that's
about
exactly
it.
when you
Laugh
foul
about
up.
it.
You say, "Hey, what a goof you are," and you have a good laugh,
Yep.
There
and
you go,
then
Roy.
everything's all right.
See, Roy always
Exactly.
says, life is a bowl of cherries. All you have to do is throw out the pits.
That's right.
That's right.
Right, Roy?
That's right.
Yeah, spit the pits.
Hit the pits.
Oh, that's a good one, Roy. Laughter. I think that's a chapter in the book.
Yeah, I don't know
think it was-
about that.
I
but-
don't know.
I have
It
the
should
book in
be.
the,
I know that
I have the book in the condo. I have
But
to
let's-
check it out.
People are already saying, "Where do I get the book? How do I get the book?"
Well,
they
they
get
got
the
them
book
on
on
Amazon.
Amazon's got the
Amazon.
book.
Yeah.
If you just go on Amazon and you Google Roy Haase, Haase, you will find the books, folks.
And
You'll
it's
find the
worth
book.
getting. It's a great book.
Yep. And
Really
what's,
is.
Thanks.
tell everybody the title.
What's the
I
title?
think the title is "How I Lived to Be Almost 100, Healthy and Happy,"
You got her, baby.
There you go.
something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
No, that's exactly correct.
And the first chapter in that book is enjoying the journey. That's
Enjoy the journey. Well, that could be every chapter.
Yeah, it could be, but
You gotta
what does that
enjoy-
mean? What does that mean? Enjoy the journey.
Well, the journey is just fabulous. It's an unbelievable, stimulating, enjoyable, tantalizing journey. There's so many things to do and to see, and so much involvement in this journey. A journey through life, and you got to enjoy it instead of moping around and thinking, "Oh, why is this happening to me?" You say, "Hey, this is glorious. I'm glad this is happening to me," even though it's something unfortunate.
Right, Roy? You wake up in the morning and say, "Well, it's a fantastic day. I'm
That's
still
exactly
here."
right. When you wake up, you say, "Oh, another glorious day."
Exactly.
Yeah, you look forward to the day.
Absolutely. No matter. There's lots of little
Because you can
twists
make
and
the day
turns there
glorious.
on the
road.
You kind of make the day whatever it is. If you want a glorious day, you can make it a glorious day. If you want a
Absolutely.
miserable day, you can make it a miserable day.
Now,
Who
why would
wants
you
that?
want that? Why? I see people that it looks like they just want to be miserable.
Well, yeah,
You know, it's
nothing's
like, how
right.
can you be like that?
Instead of
That's what I'm
thinking
out there.
everything is right, they think nothing's right. So
Yeah.
it's all a matter of opinion and how you feel.
Yeah,
So laugh and everything is right.
exactly. The simplest things in life that are free are usually what make you the happiest too.
Yeah, isn't that right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Friendship.
a good $7 hamburger.
There you go at Disney World. No, friendship's free, and that's probably one of the best things
That's
in
the
the world.
best thing in the
Is
world, that's for
friendships.
sure. Friendship with you goofy guys.
Thanks. Oh man.
Come on, Roy. It's only been 11 years I've known you.
Yep. Well, tomorrow we'll talk about chapter 2 when I see you.
Okay.
So you
what
might
do
have to
think?
do some research
Okay, yeah.
so
I'll
you
have to-
don't.
mix
I
up
don't know
contradict
what
yourself.
was chapter 1, enjoy the journey.
Chapter 1 was enjoy the journey.
Oh, well, we got that covered.
You said that was the most important
Yeah.
chapter in the book. One of our rangers going by, making his rounds. Well, you got to see some dolphins, I heard this morning.
Yeah, a dolphin came
I
by.
must have been over there looking at the steel bin when they came by.
Yeah, the steel bin is really
That was
sticking
up out of the water. I
isn't
went and
it?
took some pictures of it.
Yeah, it's out of the water today.
I'm going to call that a steel manatee.
A steel manatee?
Yeah.
I like it.
You know how many people sit in the window, you can just see the top of it, say, "Oh, there's a manatee," and they all stand there.
Well, you know, that one flange kind of sticks up. It's like the manatee's head.
I know.
It's like
And
its
when
nose
it's just a
sticking out,
wash,
yeah.
it's even fooled me. I know years ago,
No, nothing
it
can
kind of
fool you.
fooled me there because it's a big black area, just exactly like a manatee.
I know.
A lot of people were asking why the water was so low this morning. Should we tell them why?
Well, the moon came out.
Well, it's because of the Navy's doing that experiment and they're draining the Gulf slowly.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Good idea.
We're not,
Yeah,
we're
drain.
not supposed to let people know about that, but
Don't tell everyone.
they pulled the plug. They sent a submarine out and they pulled the
Well,
drain
they
plug.
got to drain the Gulf so they can find the chest of Spanish
Absolutely.
doubloons.
That was in your condo there.
Who knows? I don't know what they'd find out in that Gulf. Probably some Russian submarines.
So they pulled the plug, huh?
Yeah, they pulled the plug. They're draining it. They're going to clean the bottom because of the red tide.
Yeah, we did pull up a Russian submarine some years ago.
Yep.
That was quite an operation.
They've made it out here into the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, of course.
They've been out here. They're all around, those devils.
Skulking.
Skulking. They're out skulking in the Gulf. That's right, Roy.
Okay. Have a good one, buddy.
You got to take off?
No.
Did you make your rounds already, or
No,
are you
I'm still working on it.
Oh, you got sidetracked.
Sidetrack, I'm Mr. Roy.
But at least you found something.
Oh,
Well,
going over
it's
to
sure good to see you
All
back.
right, you
Missed
going
you
to
down
Audrey's
here.
bench?
Huh?
You gonna go to the bench and say a while?
Yeah, around a little bit, yeah.
Hang around.
I'm down to Audrey's down.
Okay, you hang around, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep that hat on. Keep away from that thing. Look at that thing. It's got all of the
Feels
That
pretty
thing.
good.
gunshots
You know what?
in there.
It's got a gunshot wound in it.
It felt good this morning.
Man,
That thing is.
I'm surprised it didn't run way off the bench back into the woods where it belongs.
Well, sometimes it bites my head a little bit.
I can believe it.
It's hungry.
Well, that raccoon saw it. He was going to take it. He said, "Oh my God, one of my relatives are here."
Between the hat and the
Sure,
jacket
what
with the
kind of
feathers
fur it is.
sticking out.
I think it's a polar bear.
Maybe. It's a bear of some sort.
She's got
need
a
to-
head of
A
hair
bear
just like a polar bear.
Okay, that's it. Stop the rest. We don't want to hear the rest. Okay, guys.
Oh, now people want to know the rest.
No, you don't want the rest. Believe me, you don't want the rest.
Oh, isn't that bad?
Ain't that bad.
Yeah, it depends how you sing it.
All right, Roy.
Yeah, Bill, glad you got back from Disney World.
Yeah. I still
Yep.
have a buck in my pocket, too, so I'm okay.
How about that?
We won't tell Stella.
Well, if they charge $7 for a hamburger, how much is a steak?
Steak, you
They don't
couldn't
even
afford
have
a steak.
steak.
There's no steak there.
Yeah,
Most days.
that place is expensive, man. Oh man.
But it's
Disney
worth it.
World.
But it's worth it. It's great.
At least you survived the stampede.
You got it. All right. We'll see you.
All right, Bill. Good luck.
Okay. See you at the
Hope you
bench.
find
okay?
something good out there.
Okay, buddy. See you at the bench. Watch the hill. Don't fall
Yep.
down. Again.
Yeah, I'll walk
good
backwards
time.
off the ledge there.
What a good time.
Yep, Bill's a great guy, isn't he? I was
Yeah, he
wondering where he
sure
was.
Yeah, no, he told me he was going up there.
Well, you kept it a secret.
Oh. Yeah.
So you're going to hang out for a while longer?
Oh, a little bit. I think go down and sit on Audrey's bench for a while.
That's a good idea. Talk
nice
to Audrey.
Here, the sun kind of hits you. And
It's nice when it pops out there for a minute, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just coming in and out all morning. Start out clear, and then the clouds just bam.
This morning then it clouded right
They
over.
rolled in fast.
Yeah.
Wasn't supposed to do that until this afternoon.
I guess we got some interesting weather coming up.
Yeah.
Did you get up and see the eclipse? I'm sorry I missed that. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, I didn't. I forgot.
Yeah, a lady showed me a picture. Oh, it was all orange.
The
red
red
moon.
the blood moon,
Blood
the wolf
moon,
blood
yeah.
moon.
Wish
It was
I had
something
seen
else.
that.
It was something else. Yep. A lot of pictures of it. A lot of pictures. Somebody took a nice picture of it, right, standing underneath the Statue of Liberty with the moon up above it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
saw
a good
that.
picture.
Yep.
Have you got that picture? Can I
huh?
see it?
Well,
Have you
I don't
got
know. I saw it somewhere on the internet. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. That internet, Roy. Don't be afraid of it. You got to get on there.
Yeah, I've heard it's there.
Get in there and Google around, because I think you'd really enjoy those web cameras where you can see the different
Well,
places
I tried.
live
I
all
couldn't
around
get
the world.
anything on that. I tried.
Does Jennifer still come over and visit?
Yeah, she comes over once in a while.
She should be good. She's good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
finding
she's
stuff
good
on
on
the
the
internet. She
computer.
should show you how to. The Naples Pier, you can see live down at the Naples Pier.
Yeah.
What's happening? I guess
Well,
they
that'd
closed
be
it
good.
down
I'll
the
have
other
to get
day.
into that. What is it called?
Webcam.
Webcam.
Web, like, yep, the World Wide Web.
Well, I tried getting onto that, and I couldn't get much of anything.
Boy, what? I wish it'd stay out.
Isn't
When
that
that sun
something?
comes out, it makes a heck of a difference.
I
Man, it
love
is
it.
nice.
Just love it.
I got to get my morning photo of you here now that the sun's out. Yeah, you probably should go through the book, check out the chapters, and I thought we could talk about one chapter every day. And then what I'll do is I'll put a link on Facebook to Amazon, where if people click on the link, it'll take them right to where they can get a copy of your book.
Oh, what a good idea.
So it'd kind of be a way of promoting your book. We haven't talked about that lately.
Well, I don't want to promote it really.
Well-
We're up to people, you know.
Yeah, you're living on a really fixed income, and every dollar helps. So there's
Well,
nothing
yeah.
wrong with it. It's great reading for people. It's a quick read,
Well,
but
I've gotten some really good comments where
Absolutely.
they've said it means a lot to them and they get a lot out of it. And I don't know why, but some people seem to get a lot out of the book.
because it's good. It's good, healthy information, clean, healthy information.
Oh, good. Can't beat that.
Nope. In this day and time, there's so much nonsense and garbage out there.
How to enjoy the journey. That's the whole thing.
Well, that's it. Chapter 1. Enjoy the journey. I got to get moseying. I'm running late, Daddy-O. It's good seeing you. Good talking to you.
Yeah, well, it's good to have humor in life. That's the word of
Isn't
the day.
it?
Have a good
Humor.
laugh.
That's for sure.
I'll
Laughter.
have
Laughter
to
is
get a
important.
humorous book. I wonder if there are humorous books I could read. 'Cause I like good humor.
Good humor. That's ice cream. Good humor.
I'll have to try to find some books that are well-written, humorous.
Hey, did you get any hugs this morning?
Oh, yeah, quite a few. Good
Yeah?
hugs.
Sweet.
That's always a delight.
All right, I got to roll. I don't want to fall off the ledge here, darn it. Got to be careful backing up here. I'm going to I love it. Tally ho.
Tally ho.
Have a great day, Roy.
Yeah, you too. Bless you.
Our good friend Roy. What a great man. He completes my beach walks. He was not out here for, oh, I don't know, quite a while, since August. He went swimming out here in the Gulf with a big open cut on his leg, and he got bacteria. He got flesh-eating bacteria from going in the water with an open cut. Wound up in the emergency room in septic shock. Came very, very close to having his leg amputated. The flesh-eating bacteria just ate a big hole in his leg, and it took him from August to just now to recover and start coming back to the beach. So God bless him. "94 years old, you don't usually recover from things like that." Somebody was definitely watching over him. Well, we didn't find a lot of shells during this morning's beach walk. It was still a nice beach walk. Interesting, a really low tide this morning. Got to see our sandbars and walk out on our sandbars. Haven't been out on them lately. So that was a nice little treat. Here's a pelican. See him just above the water there. Oop, where'd you go? It landed. Some glare in the camera. It's beautiful out here this morning. My favorite spot out here on the beach. One of my favorite spots, just looking back up here. Looks so peaceful here. This kind of looks like old Florida. If it wasn't for those condos in the background. Boy, some nice sunshine out here right now. What a change. Lighting up the beach now. Love it. Loving it. It's the most sun we've had out here all morning. I'm gonna stand right here for a minute and wait for the sun to pop out. I think this is gonna make a nice little photograph here. The shells hanging on the trees. There's, you know, the reason that you see these shells hanging here, what's the reason for that? Well, there's several reasons. Some folks, they just hang a shell as a decoration. That's the simple answer. Others, they'll hang a shell and say a prayer for a loved one. Some people hang a shell and make a wish. But the biggest reason you see these shells here is they hang a shell in memory of a loved one that's passed away. So keep that in mind when you see these shells along our beaches, that they do have some meaning to folks. I'm going to take a picture. I'll be right back. And I am back. Beautiful. I found a couple nice little sand dollars this morning. I didn't find a whole lot this morning. Again, the shelling. There was a lot of people out here, so probably a lot of, you know, that kind of had a lot to do with what we found this morning on the beach. So many people out here, but I did find some nice little sand dollars, a couple of them like this, that size. It's nice to have some sand dollars in your collection. Found a couple nice little olive shells. A few little olive shells. This is an olive shell here. I found one little moon shell this morning. Just one. See if I can find that in my pocket. Just a little tiny one. One little moon shell with, looks like it's got the blue eye. Looks like it's a Paul Newman. A Paul Newman eye. Looks like it's got that little blue cast to it. The moon shell. And I also found one little apple murex. One little apple murex shell. That's about it this morning. Boy, it's starting to clear up now. The clouds have just disappeared. Amazing how things change so quickly here. Started out clear, then got really cloudy. Look at it now. They're spread all over the place, aren't they? Yeah. Find some another shark's tooth. Ooh. Oh.
That's a piece of that.
Nice. What do you call? What's it?
That's calcite.
Calcite. Calcite. That is cool.
That one's.
You can see right.
You can see the crystals actually.
Yeah, that is cool. Calcite. And what makes that?
That is basically it's what do you call it? Mineral that replaces the center of the clam over years.
When the animal dies inside, this replaces it?
Yeah. And this is what.
So this is actually the clam?
No, this is actually just a bone.
Oh, this is a piece of bone. Okay.
Piece of bone. Indeterminate bone.
Huh. Did you see that piece of bone that Mike and found? That was weird looking, wasn't it? I have no idea what that was.
They're looking it up. They think there's a fish that has two horns.
It's kind of what it looked like.
And I can't remember the name of the fish, and that looked like the... That's right.
There was a fish about this long and had two little horns on the top.
Really?
And yeah,
You saw one on the beach?
Yeah, at the red tide last year. We took a picture of it. And
there's a batfish and there's a toadfish, but I don't remember them having horns.
Now there is.
They're both ugly looking fish.
Yeah.
This was an ugly looking fish.
Squarish, almost rectangular looking fish and had two horns. And I actually took pictures of it. I think I traced it from my camera.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. But I'll have to look them up.
They were hoping it was something, prehistoric.
I don't think it was prehistoric.
It would have been turned to stone by now.
Yeah. We found part of a turtle shell yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It wasn't a fossilized one.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. With all the deaths,
this summer was terrible at this beach. Terrible. All over Southwest Florida. You're lucky you didn't have to experience that.
Yeah, we had enough when we were here.
It was sad.
I know.
Seeing a dolphin up here. That was the worst. That is the worst thing I've seen on this beach was that dead dolphin.
Well, up our way, we've had what? Seals come in?
Seals, yeah.
Small whales.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that is.
But hopefully we won't have to deal with it again.
No,
Keep our fingers
not.
crossed. All right, guys. Have a good one.
You too.
Probably see you tomorrow.
Probably.
I saw that. That was nice. Yeah. Yeah. Just can't believe how this weather has cleared up. We went from clear when we came out this morning to very overcast, and now the clouds are moving out into the Gulf. And it's getting beautiful once again. Look at that as we look up the beach now. What a difference. What a difference. If you enjoy these beach walks, remember I don't get paid to do this. If you want to make a little contribution, a little donation, it's always appreciated. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Every little bit helps, and I do thank those that have sent a little something. It helps pay the phone bill. Without the phone, I wouldn't be able to be out here doing this. Great little conversation with Roy today. And Bill. Got to see Bill this morning. Remember, I'll share a link to Roy's book a little later today. So you want to check back for that. I'll post some pictures that will also include a link to the replay of this video on YouTube. A lot of people like rewatching the videos, especially the parts with Roy in there. Make sure you take the time to check out all of my photos and videos. Some great stuff there on Facebook. If you're thinking about visiting Naples, I suggest you like and follow Nonstop Naples Facebook page, Nonstop Naples. A lot of fun things to see and do. Share those in their daily posts. Also download their free app, Nonstop Naples. Of course, if you're looking for a hotel, check out the Inn of Naples, the Inn of Naples. Centrally located, 99 nice, clean rooms, friendly staff, wonderful free continental breakfast. The Inn of Naples. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Tuesday. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.